was looking through last night. Can someone get Big Red a little, like, anti-fogging spray for the face shield? Oh, my God.
Mike, he was definitely using the force. He didn't see anything. He was just, at this point, his team was rolling. He's just calling out play. That's how I know you're a good coach and you got a great team. Yeah, just run that play. Coach, you see what happened? I don't need to. It'll work. Trust me.
No, and that's kind of where I wanted to start. We'll get into the Lions, no question about it. And look, Sunday is taking on a little bit different of a tenor now because you see the injury report. You don't know what you're going to get, if anything, out of Okuda. You don't know what you're going to get about Kenny G. You don't know if your big offensive lineman Vitae is going to play. Oh, by the way, DeAndre Swift, what's the deal there? That's some bad signs there. We'll get to it. But I wanted to start with last night, Rico, because you're right. I was in my element. There was a chill in my spine and a boner in my pants. It was.
All I gotta say, man, football back and back.
I agree totally. Yes. No, it's watching that game unfold. The music. Al and Chris, minus Chris, kind of snuggling up to Al in an uncomfortable fashion. It felt normal. And the crowd noise, however they were doing it, I don't believe Al Michaels for a second when he says, we're not boosting anything here. If that was 16,000 people, then my name's Diana Ross. But it felt right. It looked right. I thought the level of play was crisp. You didn't see a parade of penalties. And, we could actually talk about how terrifying the Chiefs are. But, Rico, look, I watched it, and you're right. I escaped. For 2 hours, it felt normal. And I was checking my fantasy football league. John Jansen, my God. What was that?
Rub a little spit on there.
All right, John, that's enough out of you.
Referring to the mask.
Right, just to defog it. But no, listen, I want to know if it just felt normal. That for 2 hours you escaped. Then sure, once the Chiefs got up by 3 touchdowns, maybe you zipped out of there and said, okay, that's enough. But I bought in. If that's the way the league's going to be, if that's the product we're going to get, if that's the crowd noise we're going to get, guess what? I'm in. And yes, I understand there are far more serious things going on in this world, but for a couple hours, I escaped. I'm amped up about Sunday, and I kind of want to see where people are at with it. 248-539-9797. I know, Rico, you may or may not have been watching on your patio with a lovely Moscato chilling on ice, but it felt good to me. Oh, I mean, Roberto, this guy's sending me sunset shots, and I'm sitting here looking at my dog. He's going, what do you want from me?
I thought you liked the Cabernet.
The Pinot Grignon.
It's more the Pinot Noir.
Oh, fancy.
No, man, I'm sitting there, and when Houston scores the first touchdown, okay, this could be a game, and then it was exciting, and then, second half, really by close to halftime, Kansas City started putting waves. You started thinking to yourself, my God, this team is not that juggernaut type of status where obviously the only thing keeping them from going undefeated will be them. I mean, think about it. They're that good that their losses won't be because the other team beat them, because they beat themselves, because sometimes you can. But watching it, Mike, it did, because I was kind of expecting a lot of mistakes, a lot of turnovers, and we didn't get that. You saw two professional teams, which we haven't seen any of the preseason games. So we didn't know how the pros would handle this, but they handled it like pros. In that game last night, and I mean, even if you stuck around, the Texans tried to make it close near the end, and they would have got a miracle here or there. Maybe the game was closer, but at that point, Andy Reid's mask had fogged over. He didn't care anymore. That game was over.
I loved it.
It was fun to watch.
No, and look, and I'll geek out more on Sunday. Game Day Uncensored, that's the more appropriate place to do it, 11 a.m.
Mike, no. Mike, you've been waiting all of this time. You geek out as much as you want. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
No, like from a football perspective, Rico, when you say, well, look, the Chiefs are unstoppable, it's not hyperbole. Like by adding Edwards-Helaire, like last night, Houston's whole plan was, we're going to get 2 circles high. We're just going to wait for you, matriculate your way down the field. And excellent. And the offensive line, I know they're down the starter, but they looked good. And then all of a sudden, you're like, okay, wait. So now, if I bring a safety up, I'm dead. And if I leave one back, I'm dead. They haven't had the ability to just hand it off at 5 or 6 yards a clip, and now they do. And if that's how it's going to be, Rico, I do think they have a very credible job to repeat as Super Bowl champions. And normally, I just eliminate the team who won it last year. You just don't rebuild. I can't do that with these
Mike,
guys.
to me, that I'm dead moment was, I mean, when you lined up, I think it was like 3rd and goal, and they ran a bubble screen slant to Sammy Watkins for the touchdown. And I'm just looking at that's just not fair. But what are you supposed to do if you protect? Now you're looking in the backfield, now you're doing all this, and they ran a bubble screen on the 1 yard line.
Can't compare.
That was, I mean, you know how many mistakes can happen? I mean, that's 99 yards the other way if you flip that ball off the side. It's gone. And they just ran it, quick slant, bubble screen, touchdown. Okay, put those back up on the board since you took the points off. Now we
You know what it is, Rico? It's also, it's the opposite of what the Lions are doing, where Brett Veach, their GM, along with Andy Reid, let's be fair, Andy Reid has heavy influence. But look at how they draft, and look at how they've put this together. I mean, Nicole Hardman drafted, Tyreek Hill drafted, Kelsey drafted, Edwards-Helaire drafted, Mahomes drafted. We can keep going. There's the baseline of it. And they have this multitude of weapons. And, like, look, we'll get into the Lions in a little bit. I mean, we don't. I mean, we've got some okay players here, but look how we're starting this season. We may not see them come to the switch. I'm terrified.
We made, Mike, it's truly, we're making fun of Trubisky and the Bears, but who's going to line up for the Lions? Because there's a lot of people on this injury report.
It'll be fine. Listen, I am officially the cartoon puppy sipping the coffee while the room's on fire, saying, it's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. Just don't do that to me. Don't. We're gonna have
okay,
some
Leslie
fun.
Nielsen in front of the fireworks stand. Nothing to see here.
Nothing. Everybody just go along with their day. We're going to be just fine against the Bears. I cannot come on here Monday 0-1, and it's to the Bears. Like, I listened to Doug and Scott's show. Everybody's calling in at the bottom of a bottle going, well, it'll be no problem. We'll sweep the Bears, and we're going to pick up 2 wins here. And it's like, oh, my God, if I'm on the air Monday and they've lost the home game to the Bears, come on. That would be the most 2020 thing ever. Like, not this game and not against this team and that thing at quarterback.
Here's what I'm saying. Before people are like, oh, you're bashing the Lions. I'm not bashing the Lions. I'm looking at the injury report, and I'm wondering, are these guys hurt or injured? Are they not playing, or are they just trying to save the wear and tear on the body? We won't know until 1 o'clock on Sunday. But, man, there's a lot of people, especially on offense, key pieces where, geez, I mean, you're down to what, like one starting wide receiver? Everybody else is hurt, injured. We had to bring in Adrian Peterson because I don't think there's anybody left in the backfield.
This is fine. It's going to be okay. Adrian Peterson, this is fine. Don't do this to me. Let's just start the show with this. I just want to hear from people. Honestly, I'm just sitting there. I'm like the Baghdad Bob information minister. Everything is okay. Just for week 1, can everything just be all right, please? 248-539-9797. And I just want to know, with football being back, what was your buy-in level last night? And what did it, dear Roberto, go ahead. I know you'll have something cheeky here. What did it feel like? You know, like when you watched and you were just like, look, football's here. This is happening. I mean, I don't know. For me, maybe I'm convincing myself, but it felt normal, and I enjoyed the game, and I was checking my fantasy scores and, like, texting with friends, and I was into it. And I really started thinking, man, I can't wait for Sunday. And I just want to know if that's where you guys are at. If you're alive, hello? 248-539-9797. We'll get into the Lions in a more specific manner, and also what you're going to see on Sunday is going to be a television experiment. I will explain later in the hour. Oh, and we got a new segment with Rico later in the hour. No big deal. Just breaking new things out for you. Listen, a lot of factors can make it tough to lose a few lbs. Go to idealu.us. Take the free health quiz. Get some feedback on what could be causing your issues. Takes 3 minutes. You get immediate feedback. And Ideal You, look, you've heard us talk about Tony Ortiz for how long? Tony went on the program and lost 50 pounds. You yourself could lose 40 pounds in 40 days. Ideal You Health Center, if I could learn how to speak appropriately, will help you get there. So, whether you used to be in shape and pandemic took it away, whether you've never been in shape a damn day of your life, really makes no difference. Get yourself a consultation and get with Ideal You. Ticket listeners can get a $50 Amazon gift card with a free consultation when you book at idealu.us today. Results vary based on physical health and adherence to program to weight loss or health guarantees provided.
We've all heard of Casper. You know, the sleep company with outrageously comfortable products and not so outrageous prices. From award-winning mattresses to pillows, sheets, and duvets, Casper transforms the way we sleep, one snooze at a time. And with their Labor Day sale, you can experience the Casper Comfort with a brand new mattress that now features zoned support. The original mattress provides the support and cooling you need with all the comfort that you love. 4 layers of premium foam are designed to provide pressure relief for all-night comfort. But now with zone support, your mattress will be softer under the shoulders and firmer under the hips to help you align your spine and get a good night's sleep. From bedding, bed frames, and even a dog bed, Casper has everything you need to build the bed of your dreams. And as always, there's free shipping and free returns. Get 10% off your entire order right now through Monday by using the code word COMFORT10. This offer expires September 14th at midnight and excludes the Element mattress bundles and sale items. Limit one offer per customer and per order. Please see casper.com/terms for additional conditions and terms.
In Lila's Good Health, if you've been putting off needed medical care, don't.
During this pandemic, our health facilities are all positioned well to care for the non-COVID medical needs of our patients.
At St. Joseph Mercy Health, patients are getting essential care, including cancer operations and procedures for conditions that can lead to stroke or heart damage.
We are concerned that people are putting off needed medical care, so we want them to know we're here for them.
Even in a pandemic, when you need medical care, it's available. For St. Joseph Mercy Health, I'm Lila Lazarus.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, listen carefully. Due to the sudden downturn of the U.S. economy, there's never been a better time to check your eligibility for the Fresh Start programs offered by the IRS to reduce or even eliminate your IRS tax problems. Call our special hotline number and find out in minutes if you qualify for these life-changing debt reduction programs green-lighted by the IRS for the summer of 2020. Business or personal, if you're in a payment plan with no end in sight, have unfiled tax returns, under audit, have a wage or bank levy, or finally just want to know your options, call the experts at Republic Tax Relief and stop collections immediately. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau with a 5-star rating from Yelp, this veteran-owned company has the fight you need to take on the IRS. Don't go it alone. Call their hotline number now, 800-785-7188. That's 800-785-7188. Check your eligibility for tax debt savings today. Call 800-785-7188 or go to republictaxrelief.com.
We saved big money with our Progressive Home and Auto Bundle and used the cash to take a family vacation.
To Hawaii.
Who's up for a luau?
This is not a real testimonial. Sure, customers can save big money with Progressive, but not enough to go to Hawaii. They'll probably use it for things like the mortgage and groceries, or even a travel magazine, so at least they can see pictures of Hawaii. Yes, say hello to those beautiful Hawaiian beaches in that magazine. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
This is time that matters. A window of time to help protect the ones you love. Your preteen benefits from staying up to date with their well visits. This is your window of protection. Schedule their well visit now. Brought to you by Merck.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-529-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
If it matters on game day, it's on Game Day Uncensored. Pat Caputo and Mike Stone preview all the important matchups. Mike Valenti gets you the real story right up to game time. Game Day Uncensored, Sunday morning at 9 on 97.1 The Ticket.
promos haven't gotten any better. What's next? Sully's still doing live reads on the station? Oh, wait. Yep, check mark on that too. All right, so let's move along. I want to know where you're at with it. Football was back. I was pumped. I am pumped today, and I am excited to work Sunday because I've been working on a show since Tuesday night. Pumped up about it. Football, it feels real. It's the opposite of college football. It feels real. It feels like we're playing for purpose. It feels like everyone's involved, and I'm in. And I know, oh, we won't get to see the fans. Well, it doesn't really matter. It felt good, it sounded good, it looked good. I thought the quality of play was high, as Rico pointed out. Yes, the Chiefs are absolutely terrifying. I don't know that I've ever started a season calling for a team to repeat. Boy, I have a hard time. Maybe the only thing that could cost them would be injuries, and that's every team in the league. But boy, as currently constituted, remember, they're already down a starting corner with Rashad Breeland. He's suspended the first 4 games, violation of the league's substance abuse policy. So they're already down in the secondary, and no big deal. Spagnuolo's out there with his pants up to his nipples calling 0 blitzes. I mean, it's just chaos. It's unbelievable. David, give me a few of the ticket texts. We'll get some of the people on the line as well. Rico, you okay, or are you still all tuned up from the champagne you were sipping in the hot tub last night?
I'm good. Keep going. No, Mike. This is you're excited. I'm letting you do your thing.
Bro, you sent me a romantic desert sunset at halftime. I'm all pumped up about the defensive scheme. And when I get back from Rico, is like, YOLO and a picture of a sunset. I'm like, man, F this guy. Daddy, please, I love you.
It was just a sunset. That's it.
I don't know what was going on behind that. David, the ticket text, please.
Getting it in. Not even a week in, and I'm already tired of hearing about Patrick Mahomes. He is in Tiger Woods circa 2007. Oh, sorry, Rico, I had to.
Oh my God! I love how David plays the church card, then he drops that blast on a opening 20 minutes of the show.
Woo! Man, that was great.
You thought Edwards-Helaire was getting up in there. All right, go ahead, David.
Andy Reid looked like he was in a fishbowl. Then he lifts it up to yell at the ref. LOL.
How many plays do you think Andy Reid saw clearly last night? Over under set at 5.5. That mask was fogged up from the jump. What was that?
It was in the Unity line and it was already fogged up.
Oh my God. Dude, by the third quarter, he looked like your windshield on a rainy day in Detroit in March. You're turning the heat on, you're turning the AC, you're doing anything you can to unfog that thing.
Right. Wiping it down with your hand. Oh, yeah. It's like, come on. But, Mike, he didn't need it. It was working.
No.
He's just looking at it. Hey, did that work? Yeah, it did. Okay, next play. Did that work? Yeah, it did. Okay.
Are you ready? Serious question that sounds like sports radio blather. I'm dead serious when I ask this. Could Andy Reid spin a wheel of all the plays on the install in this given week? Could Andy Reid spin a Price is Right wheel blindfold and still win on Sunday? Literally, as long as he was picking plays from the install. I don't even think he needs to see.
No, it was that. It was ridiculous because everything seemed like it was working. I mean, no penalty. I mean, they were just boom, 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 boom. Okay,
They were awesome.
touchdown. Touchdown got called back. Okay, run this play. We'll score the touchdown on the next play. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, listen, if Edwards-Helaire
Scary.
stays healthy and they have the ability to be pragmatic and to be patient and to turn around and hand it off, if they're going to be winning games where Mahomes only needs to throw for 220, 215, it's because, again, you know what's in their back pocket. Oh, you want a boat race to 50? Yeah, we're down with that. So, yeah, that was an impressive performance. Now, again, part of it is the Texans are bad. And Bill O'Brien still somehow is paid to do football things. But Deshaun Watson, I feel for because he's going to get killed. That offensive line had a rotten debut last night.
Yeah, my godson got paid.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Struggle all year.
David, he's in check. Good thing he got that money now. It's tough to cash a check when you're in a body cast. Go to David, Farmington, 97.1. What's up, David?
Hey, Ken. Thoroughly enjoyed Rico being added to the show. Good call.
Thanks.
I watched the game till halftime. I've got to get up, out of the house by a little after 5. So I got up at 3 in the morning to watch the rest of the game. Thoroughly enjoyed the game. The biggest thing I was thinking about today was it's sort of going to be interesting for the negotiations between the players and the owners, because the players are going to be saying, and what do we need to have for the exhibition games?
I'm so glad you brought it up, David. I am so glad you brought it up.
I didn't even think about that.
I thought about it last night, but unfortunately I only had Rocky downstairs with me and he doesn't talk. So it's one of those things where you're like, wait, so for years I've heard how we need the preseason and how we need all these reps, and now we don't see it. And opening out, now to be fair, Dave, we need to see what Sunday looks like in totality. But in that one game, that game looked like November football to me. It was crisp. Some of the tackling was a little rotten, but in general, that's where the state of tackling is in today's game because you're afraid of getting a penalty nonstop. I'm with you. I'd kind of look at the owners and go, I'll tell you what, we'll make you a little deal here. You want one preseason game, we'll give it to you. But that's about it.
That's all. I don't even know if you need one, Mike, because I truly didn't think about it until David just brought it up on the phone call. They didn't have any preseason games, and I guess you need them to kind of fill out the rest of your roster. But saw
if you just
have
have one
football,
if you have one where you can give the players you need to evaluate a half of reps to add to the tape that you have in practice, I'm just making the case. If you needed any, here it is. But I'm glad David brought it up. I thought the same damn thing. I just didn't have any.
Hello. Heading towards the office. I was just at this one in Bloomfield I was going to talk to you about. It's a DO job. Yeah. Yeah, I could. It's not the way, but I'll do it. What is it? Away from the office. I'll just turn around and go back there. Text me the addresses, will you? Okay. Yep. Bye. Yep. We're going to Southfield. Yeah. Left turn there.
excitement for the Lions, I still don't have. I'm in the last 2 seasons, I watched a total of 3 games of the Lions because I refuse to watch them. This guy has not won as many games as Caldwell won in his worst season. He brought in a defensive coordinator, but we know that when you are a coach and quote unquote either you're a defensive coach or an offensive coach, if you bring in a coordinator, you're still gonna be trying to call those plays. He can't call offense or defense. Therefore, I have no faith in our defense. And Matthew Stafford, I devote the hope in him too because of the injury. I believe this Lions team has a violent left team. And opted out for the year. It would have saved the Lions money on the contract. Our team wouldn't have had no excuse of why we were bad, and we could have actually got a quarterback. We would have missed out on the quarterback again next year, like we missed out on the quarterback this year, and now years from now.
Listen, and I want to be very delicate because everything we do. Listen, on September 11th, this is where we are. I am not taking 10 season draft Trevor Lawrence phone calls. Stop. Don't do it. Not alone. I don't know.
Let me take that out the game.
Oh, come on. I'll let you do it.
I'm kidding.
But like you said, listen, I know that no one is picking this team to be great. I know that some people think they're a chic playoff team. Can we get deep before we get into the whole, they're going to suck, they're going to win 4 games? Like, can we at least see what Sunday looks like? Look, I'll say this. If they lose Sunday, Patricia ought to be wrapped in Wayne Font's Lions leather and buried. I mean, they can't lose Sunday. Come on.
No, Mike, I think what it is as you get excited, you start reading and reading, okay, about the Lions. What you're saying, all the different people on the injured list, and it gets a little depressing. It's like, wait, this. So then, after you see the list, you start saying, who's going to line up? Who's going out there with them? Does he have to do it all by himself? Stafford ain't Michael Vick, so
Yeah, like they're talent either. They're playing a 6-win football team on the other side, a 7-win football team on the other side.
Well, and then the other, I think for the sane Lions fans, the reality kicks in. At what point does Nick Foles come into the game? Because then it changes. Then it's like, okay, this is now different. They've now realized that little Mitchie can't get this thing done. They're going to go put on the big boy pants and put in their real quarterback.
Big Nick. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what a good old Nick. No, I just, look, I can't sit here and act like there's zero hope. Somebody bad is going to be good this year. Maybe multiple teams. Somebody will go worst to first. Happens every year. Do I think it'll be the Lions? Probably not. Am I leaving the window open for them to get to 9 wins? The window's open, gotta see certain things. My biggest fear is still defensively. I mean, they play almost man coverage exclusive, and yet never blitz,
7.1 miles.
never
Take
prioritize the
exit
pass
14B
rush,
toward
and
9
rush
Mile
3
Road.
people more than anyone else in the sport. I don't understand it. And it's just a
Stay in the left
fundamental
2
thing that
lanes.
unless Patricia's willing to change that, and again, he's hired a DC, we're going to have a different deal here. Hey, man, I'll give them a chance. But if they go out against the Bears and they lose this game, God forbid Trubisky looks the way he did on Thanksgiving. I mean it. Find some of Wayne Fontz's old, oversized Lions leather, stitch them together and make a body bag, and bury Patricia with the rest of the Lions coaches who've all lost their jobs. Lose this game Sunday, don't show up to work Tuesday. Just don't do it. You can't lose this game. Like, even a negative guy like me, I can't pick them to lose to the Bears. I can't. Come on.
You won it.
So
Oh my God.
You're saying losing to the Bears, that would be that game for Patricia, like the pass back and forth, I'm going to take the win type of game. If they lose.
I think opening up your season with a playoff, mandate behind you, a home game against the team everyone's projecting to finish in last in this division, a quarterback that everyone makes fun of, right? A team that doesn't have their starting running back, the offensive line is bad to very bad, and they're going to be missing a couple key defensive players, including Robert Quinn, including Eddie Goldman, who opted out. Rico, I'm just saying, if you lose that game, it's a divisional game, it's a home game, and it's the game where all of Doug and Scott's callers call in and go, well, we're going to sweep the Bears, so there's 2. We just got to go 6 and 8 the rest of the way. You can't lose that game. So, if that happens and it's Trubisky doing what he did last year to you, I would lose my mind. I would turn into Andrew from Detroit.
See, I'm more worried about the backup QB than Trubisky. But no, you're right. He did have a good Thanksgiving Day game. Something happens when he plays the Lions. My concern is I just need to see who actually lines up on the field. Are these guys just being held up because they're just trying to, save the wear and tear on the body? Or is this something are they seriously hurt? Like Swift, I don't think we're going to see DeAndre Swift for a while. Galladay, that could be the difference maker. Galladay is out on the field. I feel a lot better for this game.
He might go. Let me give you Matt Patricia is 0-4 against the Chicago Bears.
Yes, I'm keenly aware. Thank you.
So it's going to happen.
I didn't want to bring up that stat because you know what? Everybody's feeling good about themselves. So
Okay.
I'm just saying, at a certain point, look, I know Okuda's banged up. He may not have started anyways, right? Everything you were reading in training camp. Galladay's banged up. Swift is banged up. I mean, it was funny. You look at the Chiefs last night, you're like, man, must be nice to draft these players and then unwrap your toys right away and they're superstars. We're sitting here and it's like, I may not see the top 2 people they drafted or their big free agent signing because Vitae may not play. That's just insulting. Come on. I want to see it. I'm with Rico. I want to see who plays. But no matter what, you're going to have injuries in this league. All of the discussion, all of the time, the playoff mandate. We'll get into it at 3 o'clock. Win this game or just don't show up. That's the long and short.
No pressure, Mike.
I'm tired.
Win this game or don't show up to work.
That's how I feel. I'd be the worst owner in the sport. Hey, Matt, listen, just calling to wish you good luck this season. By the way, lose on Sunday, don't show up Tuesday.
Expired.
Stay in the left 3
Yeah, that'd be
lanes.
Patricia trying to use his key card to get into a time to drive Tuesday. This is the Bears. Listen, how about this? We talk about Sundays, football, beat-ups, football, sweatpants. I mean, come on, eating wings is only bolstered by wearing expandable elastic waistband pants, is it not? Beat-ups, dine in, it's open again. You want to go in, slam some beers, watch some football? You can do that. Or take out and deliver. Whatever works for you. Wings and football, they go hand in hand. Bottom line, Tuesday night, BOGO wings. Thursday night, boneless BOGO wings. And drink specials all week long. What else do you need? You're not getting an invite on a silver platter. It's Buffalo Wild Wings, BOGO of equal value, free, available at participating locations. Size exclusions may apply, not valid with other offers, and as always, check and make sure your local location is doing value
some pretty good looks and some pretty bad looks. As far as the bad looks, KC fans, I'm not exactly sure what you were doing the two teams who were coming together in a show of unity. Now, Andy Reid's face shield, on the other hand, was a good look. The only way to improve upon that face visor is if you black it out completely, like LaDainian Tomlinson back in the day. I'm Jim Rome.
Divorce can be complicated, even more so if there are children involved. If you're a father and want to protect your rights, consider Cordell and Cordell. As a partner men can count on, they've helped men with matters like these for 30 years. Visit CordellCordell.com to learn more.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Detroit area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Picking up an online order? No problem. It'll just be a moment. You know, we've got more convenient ways to shop besides our same-day store pickup. You can also shop from your car with our free curbside pickup. Or you can even shop completely from home with our free next-day delivery. Just order by 10 p.m. on AutoZone.com. Getting the job done just got easier. Free next-day delivery on eligible orders. Restrictions at AutoZone.com.
General RV is your ticket to savings with RV show prices in-store and online. There are no admission fees and no crowds, just huge savings on thousands of travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. No matter how you shop, you'll get exclusive RV show discounts and all-time low financing. We're bringing in new RVs every day, but hurry, just like our inventory, these deals won't last long. Explore the virtual RV show at GeneralRV.com or get RV show prices at your local General RV. Use the right lane to take exit 14B toward 9 Mile Road.
Football is back, and DraftKings, the leader in one-day fantasy sports, is putting you in the center of this weekend's action with over $8 million up for grabs across all of their contests. Get in on the action now. Draft your lineup and feel the sweat like never before. Every run, every pass, and every catch means more with a DraftKings lineup. It's simple. Just pick your lineup, stay under the salary cap, and see how your team stacks up against the competition. DraftKings has paid out billions of dollars to winners since 2012, so they know a thing or two about cold hard cash. Download the DraftKings app now and use code XYT. For a limited time, new users can get a free shot at the $1 million top prize with your first deposit and compete for over $8 million in prizes across all contests. Don't miss this extra special Week 1 bonus. That's code XYT only at DraftKings. Make it rain. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. Hello, Detroit. Do you have more people and more devices using the internet in your home? Switch to WOW Superfast Internet 100 for $39.99 per month. And for a stronger signal, add whole home Wi-Fi for $9.99 per month. Offer details at wowway.com. Wow. 97.1 The Ticket and CBS Sports Radio 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. The New York Giants host the Pittsburgh Steelers, followed by the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Monday Night Football. Pre-game at 6:30 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Turn right onto Greenwald Drive.
Oh, very excited. Nothing better than handing it over to your co-host and saying, here's the segment that has no name. I don't know, the prop bet fiesta.
In half a mile,
Rico,
turn left
roll
onto
it out.
Stahlin Street.
Oh, Mike, we're
Hey,
Friday
welcome
prop
aboard.
bet.
All right, everybody, let's play the game. Alongside my host, Dallas Pipperton, it's Rico Beard.
Hey, ho, how's everybody doing out there?
All right.
Mike, we're going to have some fun. This is going to incorporate just the different things that are happening this weekend to kind of make it interesting. For those who aren't playing fantasy football, here's another way to keep you engaged of what's happening. So, we'll start with Mike. You and Hatchet can chime in. The first one is Adrian Peterson's rushing attempts versus Kyle Kuzma points in Game 5.
Rushing attempts.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Stahlin Street. Then the destination is on your right.
Peterson signed with the Lions because they guaranteed he would play. He's on record saying that. He could have gone somewhere to win, but he didn't want to be marginalized. If he didn't care about carries, he'd stay in Washington.
Is on your right.
Kuzma's wildly inconsistent.
Street.
I think DeAndre Swift may not even be living right now. I'm going to go Adrian Peterson carries against the Bears.
Destination is on your right. 215
I was about to say, Mike, we only have 12 more of these to go, so take your time. Go ahead.
What do you want? You want me to just blurt out, yes, no?